plaintiff, Bill Muma, works with the defendant, and he claims they both had children of the same age, so they had a lot in common. Bill claims he agreed to loan the defendant $1,300 so she could move to a better home for her family, but he's suing because she has yet to repay. Defendant Melissa Hernandez says she is a single mother of 3 teenage daughters, and she's been on her own since the age of 13. Melissa claims she was desperate to better her life for her children, and that's why she borrowed money from Bill. But she ended up being evicted and getting her car repossessed.
Start with you.
Well, first of all, I want to tell you I'm a big fan of the show. I admire your show. I think you're a family man. You're a father of 4. I'm a family man. I'm a father of 3, and I commend you for that.
All right, thank you.
I work with Melissa. We're co-workers, and we struck a friendship. We have children at about the same age, so we would kick off each other and say, "Hey, my kid did this. My kid this. What do you think?" So we understood each other as far as children. In March of 2012, she approached me.
How long had you all worked together? I'm sorry.
I'd say 2 years.
Okay.
And she asked me for $1,300. She told me that she wanted to move for a better place for her family, and I understood family. And when she mentioned that to me, I said, "That's a lot of money." And before I can make that decision, I got to turn to my wife, because I have to tell my wife, I'm going to borrow a lady that you don't know $1,300.
That's right.
And I need your blessings on that.
Yes,
So
sir.
I did that first. She's a very gracious woman, and we talked about it, and we thought it would be a good thing. You know, it was good for her family, and it was a good move. So I did it, and I loaned her the money.
Good. What were the terms?
The terms were that she needed the money on a Monday. It would be paid back Friday.
Really?
It was a real quick loan. She just needed for the down payment on the house, and it was a quick loan. And I never.
So you thought?
So I thought. And that's why we're here today.
Hold on. She told you she couldn't wait 4 days.
She said she needed the money put down on a house.
And they couldn't wait 4 days.
Couldn't wait.
The house would be gone in 4 days.
Exactly, with tears. And I did it. I came through on it, and now I feel like I got betrayed. She used my friendship.
Defendant Melissa Hernandez says she was forced to borrow money from the plaintiff, whom she works with, because she's a single mother of 3 teenage girls, and she's trying to better their life.
How much has she paid?
She's paid $300, sir.
When?
She paid in June, and
$340.
it's $340. She paid in June, January, and December. She had total. I have the document right here.
Let's see it.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
What do you want to tell me? You want to give me some background?
Yes. Bill
She a
did
big fan
borrow
of the
me the
show?
money.
That's right. You got to ask you that first. You a big fan of the show?
Oh, sure.
Not really? You work too hard. Go ahead.
Sorry, I work too, so it's kind of hard to catch it.
That's right.
Bill did borrow me the money. Give you a little bit of my background. I am a single mother of 3 teenage daughters. Been on my own since I was 13 years old. Bill did help me out. I had the
Why have
opportunity.
you been on your own?
My father had gotten incarcerated for some private issues, and I didn't feel safe at home, so I left.
Okay. Where did you go to live? Oh, I'm sorry. Let me stop.
Sorry.
You're getting emotional about it. You want to give her some tissue, and then we can just get right back to the loan.
I had been on the streets for a while. I met the father of my daughters right after I had gone out, and he was 10 years older than me, an avid heroin addict. I had been on the streets for a long time, didn't have the support of my parents because I had left so early. Sorry. I'm trying very hard to provide a better life for kids. I had an opportunity where I could get a better apartment in a better area for me and my children, but because of my credit, I needed a higher deposit. So I did go to Bill and I asked him for the money. I did make a couple payments, which I know wasn't a lot.
When did you tell him you would repay him when you borrowed it?
I did tell him within a week.
What happened?
I didn't get the money I was expecting to get.
Where were you expecting to
My
get it
income
from?
tax check.
Oh no.
You went for that?
No, sir.
It was March.
This is a paycheck that she told me, because we worked Saturdays
Hold
and
on,
Sundays.
sir.
I'm sorry.
Ma'am?
I could have sworn I told him my income tax check.
Okay, did you ever get your income tax check?
Yes,
And
later on.
Did you pay him then?
No, I
Why?
didn't get the amount. Because I ended up losing the apartment, getting evicted, staying in a hotel with the girls for a while.
How did you lose the apartment?
I couldn't afford it. I got my car repossessed.
Why?
I'm a single mom trying to raise 3 daughters.
Right, so you should know what to buy and what not to buy.
Exactly, I
before you
should, but
do
because
it.
I got my car repoed, they're garnishing my wages, taking 20% out of my checks. It's not that I didn't want to pay him. Believe me, nothing would have satisfied me more than to give him the money and get it
Judgment
over
for
with.
the plaintiff.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. If you have a question about any of today's cases, go to my website, askjudgemathis.com.